good test for. Frank wants me to do a bunch of training with HFOs and them too, especially for like how long it's going to take. Because he's asking me how long. I'm like, well, I haven't done one yet. So
Yeah, I don't.
Good question. But there's just a lot of little details and stuff like that. And that for
And
if
you're
you're
going to have
learning.
to go into more detail with the HFOs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's.
It
How long
might
did it
take a
take you
while.
in Europe? Okay. Hey, I'm back here with Corey Sullivan this time, and we're going to talk about the Haas robot package. As you can see, we've got a Fanuc robot. Is it Fanuc or Fanuc?
I've heard both. I'm not sure.
Okay, Fanuc. That's how I've always said it.
Oh, some people say Fanuc, right?
Yeah.
But mostly Fanuc.
Yeah.
How do you say it in German? That's the question I got.
I don't know. So we've got a Fanuc robot on a Haas ST10, and this is our new robot package. And a couple things about robots is when you talk to your average shop owner, the first two things they say is it's too expensive and they're too hard to integrate. And we've addressed both of those. So first, $49,995, so it's $50,000. And Corey's going to tell us all about how to set it up, and it's surprisingly simple. So let's jump right in.
So just like Brian said, there's no need for an integrator with this system. Yeah. There's no need for an integrator with this system. It's plug and play, you set it up. It has an Ethernet cable going into the back, and you come over to the robot tab. You hit setup and connect. And that's it, it's gonna connect automatically. Now the Haas, you can see here it says connected, the Haas and the robot are talking to each other. So we're good to go.
So just like that,
just
Ethernet
like that.
cable, go through the template, connect,
Yeah,
and you're talking to each other.
exactly.
Okay, it doesn't get any simpler than that.
Yeah, the software takes care of most of it for you, just like how our APL software works, where got some set motions and you can create and customize those as you want. So
Okay, so all of this that we see here is all included with it, right? The light curtain, the fence, all of that?
we're gonna have to question the fence now, I guess, in light curtain, but
Oh, really?
I just heard the other way recently, so that's another one I want to clarify before we get on.
Okay, so the main thing we want to show is how easy it is to set up.
Yeah.
Because we can talk all day about how great it is, but we want to actually show you how simple it is to set up and how it's integrated with the Haas control.
Yeah.
So, okay, what's the first thing we do to set one of these up?
So after you've been connected already, you can actually just remove the remote jog handle, which comes included also in the robot package. It's part of the package. So if you hit handle jog, go back to your current commands tab. You can see now I'm moving the robot, and it's that easy.
So you are jogging the robot using axes, just like you would use the XZ and the Y axis if you had one on a leg.
Yeah, we have two different modes you can use. We have the joint mode and the linear mode. So linear mode is just like this, X, Y, and Z, just like you'd be used to in a mill.
Okay.
So what everybody's used to when they're using a mill. So we got Z here, straight up and down. And then we have joint mode, which is where you can control each individual joint of the robot, more like what you would expect from somebody who's used to using the robots.
Now,
where you
make it actually jump apart?
we can, yeah, we will.
Oh, cool.
Do we want to do that now?
Let's just do that real quick so I can try to see what the camera looks like.
Yeah. So come over here. So this is the move to safe position. Move to my above part, so it looks like we're good to go. Total parts. The red is just because I adjusted that speed earlier, so I'm not too worried. Let's go back. Insert. Turn on APL mode, just like running in an APL. And should be good to go here. So that's 500.
That's 500. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see how that could be scary fast.
Yeah, so like I said, you saw I could press 3,000 earlier. Oh, light curtain triggered.
What's that? Okay.
What's it doing now, Corey?
So now it's loading the part into the chuck.
Okay.
Now it's going to back out.
So the delay there was it was waiting for the chuck to clamp,
Yeah.
and then it comes out.
Yep.
Sweet.
So
Ready to go, run the part.
That's amazing.
yeah, now close the door.
Go ahead.
Right now it would be machining. Once it reaches that ready position, it closes the door and it starts your program.
Okay.
While the program's running, it'll come over and pick up that next part. Come over
So
to here.
the dwell that you have there is
The Dwell's
simulating
a
machine.
simulated program, and
Okay.
I'll turn that down for the final one so we
Yeah.
don't have to wait that long.
We're going to go to the VNC viewer tomorrow.
Okay.
I don't have the Wi-Fi network password to get this machine on there right now, but we'll get there tomorrow. So
Okay.
you'll kind of be able to show us a full screen view of what that looks like.
Yeah.
So this is really, I mean, conceptually, it's no different than the APL that they just went through.
Yeah.
I know I keep saying that, but it's literally you've got a raw piece of material, and then you're picking up the finished piece of material,
Exactly.
and it's just swapping between each one of those.
Yeah, the big difference here is instead of having all canned cycles where you only record points, is you'll record custom motion files. So it makes it a lot more customizable. You can do a lot more with this than you can in APL.
Right.
But the cool thing is it still runs it all in sequence, just like one of the APLs. So you wouldn't have to integrate it into your program as well, where you have to program each individual thing in the program, wait for all that. Your part program you can run with or without the robot, so it's just a regular part program.
Okay. So that's a good point. So it's not taking the code that runs the robot and inserting it into your part program.
No.
It's running it in the background
Exactly.
in conjunction with the part program.
Exactly, just like an APL.
Okay.
So it's very cool. It makes it very easy to use. And then if you want to run that part without the robot, you can do that.
Well, I was going to say, and then if you go modify your part program, which people do all the time, it doesn't affect your robot motion.
Nope.
Okay.
Then we're going to send it to the other team. So
Okay.
Let me just go to a dual slide. Don't anybody go anywhere. In about 5 seconds, we're going to go to the ATL on the ST30, ST20. Thanks, guys.
All right. Thanks very much, Brian. So my name's Andrew. I work in the marketing department here at Haas, and this is Bob Singh. He's a product specialist, works on all things machine related. So as you can see, we're standing in front of the automatic parts loader and the ST15Y here hooked up. And we're going to demonstrate how this machine works. It's basically for running unmanned long runs of parts for the
That's
most
exactly
part.
what it's for. Running unmanned.
Yeah, so now we're going to do a little demonstration before we get started of how it works. So let's do it. So this is actually starting on the second half of the load cycle here. So they come in and get the finished part. And it does what we call a gripper swap. It's going to turn around to load up the raw blank. Now, of course, all these different positions are positions we need to set when we program the machine, and that's what we're going to get into in a couple minutes here. Now, the arm is going to return the part to the table and drop it off. And Bob just walked into the light curtain there, and you can see that the machine stopped, and that's a safety feature, of course. So that's a safety feature, of course. So if
I can do it anytime, yeah. So it's doing it right. So
okay, so there we break the light beam on the light curtain here, and the machine stops. The APL stops, but the machine itself doesn't stop if it's
it
machining,
still hasn't
right?
lost its position. The machine's still running. The APL knows what it is. It's just stopped
Right.
because of this safety feature.
So as soon as you're ready, you can start it up again. So
Yes. So I'll start it up again from where we stopped it.
So it dropped off the finished part, and now it's going to pick up the next raw blank and get ready to load that into the machine once the machining is done. So in essence, that's how the APL works.
And that'll run for 20 pieces for the next 4 hours, unmanned.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
That's why everyone's buying it. So let's talk a little bit about what's on the control here. It's just 4 simple screens you use to program this thing. Here we have the first one. It's a little bit hard to see maybe, but we've got template, load part, unload part, and run job. So you're essentially first you tell the machine where the parts are at. Second, you tell it how to pick it up, put it in the machine. Third, you tell the machine how to take it out of the machine and put it back on the table, and then...
Yeah. And currently we're running slugs, but you have the option of slugs or bars. Just a simple selection, and then a change of the template. We'll get into running bars in no time.
Yeah, we'll talk about the...
You guys are going to go to, so I'll hop from one ISO setting to another so we can see that. Then I can just zoom in here. I didn't really know we were going to go to control at that point. This is good.
Actually, I think we're going to go template first, correct?
Yeah, we're a little bit out of it. We're not quite on our correct sequence. We're probably going to go over here first.
Okay. So the thing is, when you do these tests, though, we'll do tomorrow the camera guy. He needs to know your script, like backwards and front, because that way he'll be able to like move around.
Okay. All right. So
Well, that means we need to know it backwards.
we better do it. I think I was moonwalking. I was like, oh wait, we're supposed to be going that way. All right.
Yeah, I was going out of sequence there.
No problem. Okay.
Because we're really going to have, we're going to be probably wide shot to see the thing run. We're going to be look at this for a minute or two,
Yeah.
this and the grip and the grippers.
And we've got 20, 30 seconds before it'll do this again. So
We also aren't sure whether
when you do
we
the light curtain, then we can talk about the template while we're here.
Yeah, right.
Yeah? While we're here, why don't we talk about?
We want to do it with the arm over here, though.
Yeah. So when
So that we can talk about the template and the grippers,
when
and
it
then
loads-
get back over there.
So it's unload. We saw the video loading the part. It's going to come across here. We're going to do the light curtain. It's going to change, and we can talk about the template while it's here. And then we can go back and maybe start it again.
Yeah, maybe we stop it here.
Okay.
And we do all of the template and the grippers here.
Okay.
Because you don't need to open and close it right then or anything to, I don't think.
No. Yeah, we can talk about the gripper and show the slug in it and say, okay.
Okay. All right. That was a good test. We were able to switch to you guys, and I'm gonna kill the stream now. We'll go see what it looks like.
Okay. Cool.
Awesome. Good job.
So,
I need to write.
switching wise, you're going to be here.
So the thing we're not going to have, what we don't have now that we will have, is somebody over my shoulder who's going to text you guys.
Right.
It's not going to be me yelling. I think Rick or John or whoever. So you just have your phone ready, 10-second warning, and then I'll just hold my phone up so you guys know we're out in 10 seconds. And then Rick will send the text, and then off you go.
Well, no means no. You're going to know we're done with it. Well,
But I gotta know what your script is.
where are you going to be?
I'm gonna be with you guys.
You're going to be over there?
I'm gonna be over there.
No, hold on. That's the last station.
Yeah. We're starting with a UMC.
I'm still gonna be there then.
Okay, so that's the question. No, two things. How do we know when the stream is actually live? We need somebody to text me.
The texter needs to be just text you. Or we should put all of our phones on a group chat, and then we all just get a text from the person who's texting everyone, and he says, "Hey, we're going live in 10 seconds." Everyone's phone buzzes, and then we get into positions.
Yeah, or like, Bop and Andrew live in 10 or
We
something.
stop the stream.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I need to know when it's actually starting.
Yes. Yeah.
And then you need to know when it's switched over